Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Nina's Chelsea Corner. If you're new round here, it's been a while guys, but I'm back. I've been away and I have been up for 20 hours today, flying from Bulgaria, leaving very early last night, traveling to the airport, getting to the airport, taking off and having to emergency land in Germany, and then having to wait to fly back to London, hoping and praying that I get to Stamford Bridge in time. I did get to Stamford Bridge in time, guys, for what a victory. And I can tell you, I'm tired. I've nearly lost my voice, but goodness me, am I happy, because that was a great performance and a great result. And we're happy. And if there's a Liverpool fan watching this going, ha ha ha, Chelsea fans, what are you celebrating? We were, in gear two, we are happy from celebrations, we on the beach, whatever. We didn't play our best. Let us have this moment, because we haven't beaten Liverpool in so many years. And again, the very fact that we've not beaten top sides as well, Tottenham, okay, but we have struggled to see out victories against top sides, and it's been one of our, biggest weaknesses. But here we are, putting up a fantastic performance is what I will use, and an even better result as well. But, I think the fact of the matter is it could have been more today, and yes, maybe Liverpool could have scored a few more goals of their own, but we didn't. And I think, we managed to control large parts of that game. And even when Liverpool did kind of ramp up the pressure in that kind of late second half, we still coped well. We conceded a set piece. I wish we could have kept a clean sheet, but nevertheless, so happy. A lot of individual performances, which we will talk about in more detail, but just the fact that we looked like a very cohesive, collective team is the most impressive takeaway from today. So the Champions League dream is still alive, guys. It is still alive. And, just when this team makes you feel just so dejected, they put on a performance like that against the champions. So we have every right to be happy about today, absolutely. But guys, if you're welcome to the channel, guys, it's been a really long day. I am looking forward to going to bed after this. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please hit the like button, leave your comments down below. Let me know how you're feeling after that game, because, there's just so much to unpack, but just being there, it was incredible. So many smiles all round. What was there not to like? It was just thoroughly enjoyable. One of those games where you don't really know what to expect. A lot of fans said it was a great time to play Liverpool, but we deserve that, because, when it was the best time to play Man City, well, we didn't play Man City. We lost home and away, so fair enough, we get to have a fixture like this. But again, I think that we also take a lot of credit for the performance being the way that it was, and the way Liverpool looked as well. So yeah, let's start from the beginning. From the setup, I was quite happy to see that, again, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo and Lavia are starting in the same team. That was one of the biggest kind of question marks we had when Lavia would be fit, how this team would look with all three of them. Well, there you go. And it works, because Caicedo in that role is a lot better than, James and Gusto, and he understands his role perfectly. Can I just say, guys, Moises Caicedo, everyone now knows how consistently good he is, but today I noticed how good he is aerially, and genuinely, is it crazy to say, I think Caicedo is one of our best aerial threats. And winning balls, like literally competing in the air like an actual 6'6" defender. So impressive from him today. Just, even when he was deep, even when he was pushing further up the pitch, stretching out the pitch, he was just so pivotal. Romeo Lavia equally. Do I need to even expand on that? Romeo Lavia today, if you guys watched him, lost for words, really. It just makes you think, what could have Chelsea been like this season? What could have Chelsea been like in that rough patch where we were just getting run straight through with Romeo Lavia in there? So please stay fit, Lavia. Please, can we have you for more than 3 games? Because you're clearly such an integral part of this puzzle. And you can see why other teams were going in for him. And we had to compete so hard to get Lavia. So he's so welcome back. I think, if you guys remember, there was a moment in that game where he went down, and I was just literally like fingers crossed, hoping and praying that he was fine. But yes, Enzo Fernandez, of course, gets the opener. Captain Enzo, great finish. Of course, Cole Palmer involved in the build-up for all three of the goals, by the way. He was exceptional today, back to his self, which is just what more could you ask for? If there's anyone you root for, it is Cole Palmer. And just the fact that he can go, 18, 19 games without scoring, and all of us Chelsea fans can still be like, chill, we know that player's still in there. And yes, he scored a penalty, but that doesn't matter because today he could have had at least 2 goals from an open play. And again, he was involved in all 3. He was involved in creating, he was involved in playmaking, he was involved in all of the line breaking passes, all of the through balls that he made. His vision was incredible today. But to go back to the first goal, very early opener, just so crucial for our confidence as well, and the way that kind of put the game into our hands, because again, obviously Liverpool had quite a few touches, they had quite a bit of the ball in our box, sort of in those opening exchanges, but to get that first goal was really important. Fantastic from Neto as well. The cutback was very intelligent, obviously nobody there. Enzo had time to control it and unleash a beautiful finish home. And again, Enzo Fernandez is just another player that is really, really just thriving off this love that he's getting from the fans, loving his time captaining the team. So just really, really pleased for him, to be honest with you. And again, guys, just all round, I think from our defence to our midfield to our attack, it was very fluent. I thought at times Jackson maybe let down that kind of build up a little bit, because when it got to him, he was either offside or he just took a poor touch. It was a weak shot, a weak effort, and it was just a bit meh. And yeah, I think he was just a little bit too excited after that first goal to maybe get the second, that he felt the pressure and just wasn't timing his runs very well. But yeah, I just thought Jackson was a little bit subpar compared to everyone else collectively. But again, I thought a lot of that kind of threat was coming from Cole Palmer and his vision. And again, was just, yeah, I can't describe it, but Cole Palmer was exceptional today, guys. And yeah, I mean, obviously the second goal came from, again, Cole Palmer, his directness, just trying to, you know, he beat Timikas, created a great kind of danger situation there where obviously Liverpool were troubled. Van Dijk kind of just cleared it into Konza and it just went in real time. I didn't even realise or figure out what had happened, but again, you're 2-0 up at home against the champions, and don't get me wrong, they're having a fab time. They are celebrating, you know, they've won a league, and it's like, fine, cool, but we are here because we have business to do. We have Champions League football to secure, and the very fact that those players today recognise that that's the case was just extremely important, guys. You know, you could see that every single one of those players understood how important it was to turn up for this game today, because we do have something to fight for and we do have objectives to meet that today were made a lot more possible and a lot more realistic than we perhaps anticipated a couple games ago. So yes, I think defensively we deserve the clean sheet. I think, you know, conceding that set piece, it was a little bit like, why did we let Liverpool back into this game? But I think, you know, in that sort of like later 60 to 70 minutes, we did feel the pressure a little bit. I think we did certainly feel the pressure because Liverpool showcased that quality that they have had in games where they've dominated in the league this year, because they were quite persistent. They started to make their little intricate passes in our area, and it felt a little bit like, you know, this isn't surely going to go that way. Is it? Because if it does, then God, this is we're gonna be in for a real dire day, because what a shame that would have been if that game had ended a draw. But you know, we can see the set piece. Van Dijk was completely left open, and you know, Van Dijk's not missing that opportunity, is he? So a shame to concede in that way, but on the most part, I thought defensively we were very, very solid. Trevor Chalobah and Colwill with some really important clearances. Cucurella as well, great tracking, constantly on his man. Got beaten, I think, just a couple times, but overall, defensively, we looked very solid. And again, I think we deserved to get a clean sheet, keep a clean sheet, but again, that's just a lesson we'll have to learn. But yeah, that's just one little negative from today, is the fact that, you know, maybe we relaxed a little bit, and you know, we didn't we didn't look like we were going to lose, like draw or lose the game, guys. I felt pretty confident towards the end that, you know, we've got this kind of wrapped up because of how good we'd been up until that moment. But, you know, I can't say that the penalty coming was, you know, very much like an emphatic celebration, because we all knew what that meant. We all knew that Cole Palmer would step up to take that penalty, and it meant that he'd finally score his goal. And honestly, guys, today that it just tops off his performance perfectly, because he definitely deserved a goal for that whole performance today. Penalty or not, he's had this weight on his shoulders, and I think today that weight has really just kind of left him, and hopefully that can give him the motivation and inspiration to just continue replicating that. Score a goal a game, Cole. You know, we believe in you. But a perfect penalty, it's, yeah, happy days really, guys. But just so nice to celebrate this win. You know, I was with Dad, everyone around us was just super happy, and you know, it felt very, very Chelsea, like in the best kind of way. But there we go, guys. At least now we say we've beaten the Premier League champions. We obviously gave them the guard of honour at the start, so it was only fair we took the 3 points. They don't need them anyway. So yeah, thanks. But really, really happy, guys. But to look forward and to look ahead, obviously Newcastle away, not an easy job, a very intimidating place to go to, especially at this time right now. And I just think that, you know, if we can carry this momentum, you know, take that kind of win from Everton, take this win against Liverpool, and kind of carry that with confidence to Newcastle, having set us up the way he did, Maresca, with the sensible substitutions he made, I think if we kind of replicate that, then, you know, we could really give Newcastle a game. However, you know, they are rapid as well, and they aren't like Liverpool on the beach. They have Champions League football that they are also fighting for, so there's going to be that kind of hunger and thirst that we maybe didn't see today, and it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, guys, so we'll see what happens. But it does fill you with a bit more confidence now, because we actually took something in our hands today, and we made our own, well, not even luck, we made our own good with these 3 points. But anyways, guys, I won't waffle anymore. Thank you so much for watching if you've stayed until the very end. If you're new and you've enjoyed this video, then please hit that subscribe button. It would be thoroughly appreciated. And of course, like and leave your comments down below, guys. Check out the content on Chelsea Fan TV as well from the game. I'm going to go and get a good night's rest, because trust me, I need it. And my brain is just on shutdown right now after all the adrenaline from the game. Yeah, my body's like, I can't do this anymore. But anyways, guys, take care of yourselves. Thank you so much, and I will see you very, very soon.